The illegal elbow.
Elbow techniques.
This is the elbow.
An elbow from here. I'll throw the elbow.
Yeah, the illegal elbows.
All right, people, we're back, man. Illegal Elbow Radio. Another exciting episode for you guys, man. This is Brian from Illegal Elbow Radio, Illegal Elbow on Twitter.
And this is Dan from MMA Aftermath on Facebook and Twitter. Well, Dana's been asked about Brock again, and we keep talking about Brock. And it's like they keep Brock's name in the news every so often, just to keep it fresh as a reminder. Now he's saying, I'd be into possibly signing a Brock Lesnar, when his WWE contract runs out in April. So it's like, usually when Dana is not into something, he's just like the Cyborg thing. He's just gonna either dismiss it or destroy the person they're talking about, character-wise,
Right.
But Brock's just fucking all good stuff, man,
Right, which I think, along with what you're saying, too, he wants to keep the subject alive, just to keep people talking and keep people frothing, you know what I mean? Because he knows that there's a good chance, so he'll keep bringing it up here and there. And the fact that he keeps bringing it up will just keep more people bringing it up. So every time he's doing one of these, post-fight scrums or whatever, somebody's going to ask, any news on Brock? You know what I mean? So
on the MMA side and the wrestling side. So it's true. Yeah, any pub is good pub, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
But, if he came back, it's like, you think he's just going to dive right in against any of these top tier guys? Yeah, the fucking division. Sorry, the division is getting thin right now. We know that. It's been thin for a while, but it's getting real thin with Mark Hunt just losing and getting knocked down the ladder. Okay? But who is he going to come back against? Because you're not going to bring him back against anybody good. You're going to let him warm back up. They're going to let a Brock warm back up, bro.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
like we were talking about, a Jared Rosholt, which Jared Rosholt had his way with the Soul Palele, but we're talking about styles here.
The difference
And
of
if you
40
wanna
pounds, too, probably,
Yeah, and I think a Jared Rosholt, being a damn good fucking wrestler, albeit, would get probably ragdolled around a little bit by Brock.
Yeah. I would think he could plow pretty hard through him, you know what I mean? If it's a hungry, healthy-ass Brock and goes in there and it's not... I mean, because the Brock that took on Heath Herring was not in the least bit worried about what was going to happen to him. The Brock that went in against Alistair Overeem was probably fucking scared shitless. To be quite honest about it. I mean, really, because it's like, okay, you're going against a world-class dude, which, not taking nothing away from Heath Herring. Yeah, exactly. I mean, not taking nothing away from Heath Herring. He's had his time. That guy's been fucking badass. But... Brock was on top of the world with, you know what I mean? No diverticulitis was in sight, you know what I mean? So, and after the diverticulitis, he's probably thinking, geez, if I get hit in the stomach, I'm fucking done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what could have been in his mind, but he's probably just, high hopes. Didn't have the mindset that he did when he first got in, or 2-3 fights in, or whatever, so.
Well, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but how about this? How about Brock coming in, talking to Dana, and saying, hey, man, if I'm coming back, there has to be an agreement that, first 2-3 fights, to get the lather going, dude, to get the lather going. We're bringing over some of those fans from the wrestling again that aren't into MMA, bringing them back over again, or the new ones back over, when we get a Brock Lesnar on a 2 to 3 to maybe 4 fight winning streak and getting that name up there, bro.
I wouldn't doubt it at all, man. I mean, really, because, you could look at it two ways, because Brock is going to make the best, he's going to make the best agreement, you know what I mean? The best, whatever you call it. He's going to come up with the best.
It's going to be best for a Brock Lesnar.
Exactly. So, it's going to be the kind of deal where he's going to come in, probably win one, number 12, number 13 guy, and be damn close to a title shot. I wouldn't even, I would say that's probably what he's going for. Maybe Dana might say, hey, let's do 2 fights and then a title shot. And then they might be able to agree on it, and he'll get a shit ton of money for it, for everything, But
Or my thing is, I think they're going to hold off on it. I think he's going to because on his way out, it's like he got his fucking ass beat, dude.
it looked horrible.
By a fucking heavy striker. And I think on his way up, he could get like a Rosholt or a fucking Schaub or a Soul Palele.
Yeah.
Some guys that it would match up with a Brock Lesnar a little bit better, dude. There's gonna be some grappling. It's gonna be in Brock's wheelhouse. Yeah, Brock's gonna come in and punch and shit, but he's gonna come at you, and the end thing of it all is gonna be you against the cage or you on the ground.
Yeah, and he's gonna outweigh you by fucking probably 50 pounds.
He's gonna maul you. He's gonna try the maul technique that does.
Actually, 40, 50 pounds. Not like everybody, but
no. If you're not like a Kane or Overeem that could just step out of the fucking way, who has great takedown defense and has some badass striking, then yeah, he's gonna come in and he's gonna plow through the lower tier of this fucking division, dude. And they're gonna be lathering it up. And like I said, the transcending part about Brock Lesnar, it's not like a fucking a Cain Velasquez where you're transcending countries. He's transcending entertainment here. UFC 100 speaks for itself, bro, to this day.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Lesnar's still got some of the biggest numbers that UFC's ever had. So, I mean, it's... some people even threw around the idea of Brock fucking signing with Bellator. And Dana's like, Brock's not going to sign with Bellator because Brock wants to fight the best fighters, and the best fighters are in UFC. And it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, I would almost say I wouldn't, not so fast, my man. Take it easy there. But at the same time, it's like, well, him and Dana have such a good relationship. I fucking strongly doubt it that Coker would be able to get his hands on him.
It's a UFC MMA lock. We don't even have to worry about them being buddy-buddy. We're talking about an ego situation where Brock wants to be in the best organization, the top organization, and vie for the top prize.
Yeah.
It's just Brock. It's just Brock, dude.
I mean, if you compare, you look at Bellator's heavyweight division, there's not many options for Brock either, really. I mean, realistically.
Yeah.
It's just really not. I mean, I'd be interested in seeing like a Vitaly Minakov, but it would almost be like Brock gets in. It's almost like he gets a title shot as soon as he gets in, because it's like,
oh yeah,
how many guys, or maybe a Volkov. You give him if he beats a Volkov, he gets a title shot, and then what from there? I mean, I don't know. That's probably what he would in his contract. That's what he would negotiate for, is what I'm trying to say. But
well, we're gonna find out here. And it's just, I just think they're gonna give him, for his first few fights, they're gonna set it up for a Brock Lesnar success. And when we look at it and we break down his matchup, because we'll find out coming up in April what's gonna happen here, man. Because I think it's almost a strong possibility. Or I'm telling you right, why all the Lesnar talk in the past 2-3 months here? We've been doing shows for the past 2 months here about Brock Lesnar, bro.
Right.
Just topics coming up, putting it in everybody's ear, and it's going to transcend. We're going to find out in April if there's going to be an extension, if he's going to retire, or if he's going to come back to MMA and get get back in the cage. So,
I mean, shit, who would you have him come back against, man? Who would be your first person in? If he wants to go with a named opponent, I'd almost say Roy Nelson. But would he get knocked the fuck out? I mean, who knows? That's almost a bad idea, really, to be honest with you.
I think it's a great idea for the simple fact is he's going to have a chance against a Roy Nelson, a strong chance.
Yeah.
Just because it's going to be like you said, man, yeah, he'll make weight, but after that, he's running the Golden Corral and he's bulking up to fucking 260, 290, fucking wherever, dude. He's gonna bowl you over, and I don't see a Roy Nelson stopping that freight train. So it's like, that would be a good one. How about a fucking Josh Barnett?
I think that'd be fucking great, man.
You know, coming
talking
in,
about
and this is, we're talking about somebody that's in his wheelhouse, where it's going to be a wrestle versus wrestle, or an advantageous position for a Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I'd almost say with Brock's losses, you know, he might not even get up Barnett. You know what I mean? It's almost like, it's a bit up the ramp from, even though Barnett, you know, maybe another loss, Barnett might be down
Where's
there.
he going to be at in April, you know, Barnett? So, yeah.
Right. You know, and we talk about April, but we could get some news before then. And I'm sure we will get, you know, some talk about it, but we might get some news. Who knows? We might get some news. Hey, Brock's on board. Brock wants to, you know, sign a new deal. Unless he's, you know, zip lip, you know. It's,
how about fucking Andre Arlovsky coming in? Fucking Bigfoot, if he's still around.
Yeah.
Because if he gets fucking beat by a guy, who the fuck's he going against?
Oh, shit.
Arlovsky versus Bigfoot, is it? Or, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know he signed with somebody to fight somebody.
I know it's Schaub versus Travis Brown. I know that's set up.
Yep.
And then Antonio Silva is Frank Mir.
Frank Mir, yep.
Yep, Frank Mir, Antonio Silva.
Mir.
He's gonna be fighting Frank Mir, and then maybe I'll get the winner of them two guys. No. But yeah, I obviously it's hot talk, man. It's a hot topic. Everybody, I mean, whether you're a fan of the guy or not, because I'm not a big fan of the guy, but still, it's still exciting to talk about it and you know, see him come back. Whatever.
Even though we're not a fan, we'll still be, you know, if Brock's fighting in the UFC, we're gonna watch.
Oh yeah, I'll ass planted right in the seat, man. I'll be watching for sure. Yeah, oh yeah, eyes planted.
Yeah, no, well, I think we fucking went over it. Every time the Brock news comes up, we're gonna fucking run it down. But we'll find out 2015 in April, or like you said, probably more sooner than that. We'll start hearing more and more talk about it, because they're gonna get it all ready, and as soon as the fucking it's over, he'll announce, you know, they'll have a big old fucking Brock's back, they'll be fighting, blah blah blah.
Oh, it'll be a fucking press conference, man. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really.
So, you know, and like I said, man, I think he's gonna come back with somebody that's gonna be in his wheelhouse, like a Roy Nelson would be good, a Jared Rosholt, a Josh Barnett.
I think it's got to be somebody that he
probably handle. You know?
Yeah, I think it's got to be somebody that he's got a good chance of beating, because they're going to want to plan ahead. They're going to want to plan what's coming after that.
Yeah, they're not going to want him coming in and getting his ass beat, because it's going to be back. Brock's a joke, and everything, their plans, it's going to fizzle right out. So
yeah, they got to put him in with somebody that they have a good idea he's going to win. They have to. I mean, otherwise it's like, okay, you're going to be losing money if you put him in here with a number 7, number 6, number 5 guy. Sorry, man, it's not a good idea. You know, it's just a horrible idea. But without further, what's that?
Brother. I think we ran it down. If you want to add anything else to it.
No, man, steadfast, dude.
Got beer.